Hello, hello, it is I, the Infernoble Knight of YouTube, here to bring you a Set 22 update for Videl, the best grill. For those of you that don't know what she do, she's got a lot of text, like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So auto, when this card attacks, draw one card. Auto, once per turn, when you use one of your skillless battle cards in a combo, draw one. Then you can add up to one card from your life to your hand. And then once per turn, Spirit B for 1. If it's your opponent's turn and you use a skillless battle card with energy cost of 1 in a combo, you can do the Spirit Boost. And then if the battle card will be placed in the drop, it's played on the battle area instead. So it's a good way to have little 1k attackers on board. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less. You may draw one, untap one. Backside, when this card attacks, draw one card. Then choose up to one of your green Unison cards and switch it to rest mode. And in doing so, Videl is going to gain the attack of the Unison that you put in rest mode. Auto, whenever you combo with a skillless card, you draw a card, and the combo of the skillless card gets a plus 4k buff. So that's neat. And then the Spirit Boost is during either player's turn now. And then when the battle card comes into play, it becomes a 15k instead of the 1k. Alright, so let's get into it. No, cards falling everywhere. New sleeves and all. 4 of the Husbando, Great Saiyaman. The mysterious hero. You don't know who this is. He's mysterious. It could be Frieza. Auto, once per turn. When you remove a marker from this card using a Spirit Boost, pop a 1 drop on your opponent's side. So it's good for getting rid of Dark Power Black Saiyan. The +1, you get to add one green skillless battle card, range cost of 1 from your deck to your hand. And then ±0, auto. When this card is attacked, you can combo with the skillless from your hand. 2 of the Pan. +1, switch your leader up to active and it gets blocker at the end of the turn. And it keeps blocker until the start of your next turn. And at the end of the turn, when your leader activates a blocker skill, you can add up to 1 green skillless battle card from your drop to your hand. And then the -2, activate main. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, they can only attack 1 time with battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less. For our skillless, we're playing a bunch of Videls because she is best grill. And of course, we've got to play the set, or the card number 69 in the set. But yeah, here are your skillless cards. And then here is the promo. That was for the deck. Counterattack. Negate the attack and play this card. If a Son Gohan Adolescence card is in play in your battle area, this card gains blocker. And then permanent, Bond 2 with a heroine. This card gets +9k power. The permanent probably almost never happens. But you could. You run enough heroines, so why not? Our last quote-unquote skillless card is Chilai. When this card is played, you draw 1 card and negate its skill for the game. For our super combo, best green super combo, Paragus. Draw 2, warp 1. Our Gohan. If your leader card is a heroine card, which we are, when this card is played, you get to play 1 skillless from your drop, and then you choose 2 of your skillless cards, and they get plus 5k power. So if you already had a 1 drop on board, you play this for 2. Bring back a 1 drop from drop, and both of those skillless gets to become 15ks. So that's neat. But the activate main limit 1 is really good too. You just put this underneath one of your 2 Unison cards because they meet the requirements of 1 drop, 6k. And you draw a card. And you gain a marker to the Unison. I don't know where he's going. 2 more of the boy. Skillless. because we are playing Budding Hero. Sure, most of you know what Budding Hero does. When this card is played from your hand, play up to one skillless battle card energy cost of 2 or less from your deck or drop. So you can play that or your skillless 1-drops. And for activate main, green energy, choose one of your skillless battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less and return it to the owner's hand. Then play this card from your hand. And you can't play any copies of this card for the turn. And then the promo, Raditz. You know them, you love them. Bring them out on your turn 2 if you're going second. Deal a damage, I get to get rid of a battle card and warp a card from your hand, son. And because we're playing 1-drop unisons, possibly turn 1 or 2, Frieza at 4. Cooler, Armed Force. Barrier, Double Strike. When this card attacks, you can either pop a battle card or have your opponent discard a card. Activate main for 2 energy. If your leader is green and you have 3 or more energy, you play this card. And then activate main. If you have a Z battle card with an energy cost of 2 or more in play, switch this card to active mode. The little combo with this now is you pair it up with the Broly Z battle card. So you've got a bunch of swingers. You've got pretty much a double strike dual attack that rips 2 cards or pops 2 cards. So that's a neat little interaction. Overwhelm of choice is Feigned Greeting. Overwhelm it, your opponent warps a card. And it's a giant 3K guy. Our boss monster of the deck is the Gohan Goten. And it is a Sun Gohan Adolescent, so the Videl promo will work great with it. But you should already know what it is. But if not, you know, you're not familiar with Green Gohan.deck. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's unisons or remove 2 markers from it, which is great. Once per turn, when your green Saiyan card deals damage to your opponent, choose one. Either pop a battle card or have your opponent discard a card, just like the Cooler promo. And activate main for 1 energy. If your leader is green, your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you have a Z extra in your battle area, you play this card from your hand. Yes, we do play the battle card, or the Z extra that goes with this card. And the other boss monster is 3 of this guy. You know what he does. Swing, pop a battle card, discard a card, double strike. Bring him out for 2 energy. It's really good. Our SCR of choice is the Peace Resolution. Because we are an Earthling, this will work with it. Give our leader triple strike and then have her get a huge ass on the defensive end. So making her a 25, which isn't bad, but, you know, it's better than wasting combo power. You can either play this or Cell Max. I think both of these would probably be the best SCRs for the deck. Because we're playing unisons, we're going to play the worst negate in the game. Hate this card. Doesn't even stop the attack. But we gotta play it. We gotta stop multiple swings, even though we're taking 2. Heart of a Maiden, activate main if your leader is a heroine card. Look at up to 7 cards on the top of your deck, and then you get to choose one of the following. You can either add 2 green skillless battle cards to your hand, or if you don't have the unison in play, play the unison with a marker on it. So either way, you're going to get 2 cards. And the art on this is just chef's kiss. And the last 2 cards are the actual counter. Heart negates, make a token blocker. One last little look of the deck before we get into the deck. So we're playing 2 of the Gohan Goten extra card and the Goku that goes with it. That's how you're supposed to kill with this deck. Have the Gohan swing triple strike crit, which is really good. This new one from Anniversary, because it is new, I will go over it. Activate battle, place, oh, my hand's shaking for some reason, sheesh, getting old. Place one of your Z energy in your drop area, then remove this card from the game, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 3 or less, and KO it, then choose one of your cards and it gets plus 10k power for the battle, which is nice. Videl is a weak heroine because she's 10k on back, so any power boost for cheap is nice. Activate battle for a green energy. If your leader is green and you place 3 of your Z energy in your drop and remove this card from the game, choose 1 card from your opponent's hand and discard it. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards' energy costs of 5 or less and kill it. Then choose up to one of your cards and it gets plus 15k power for the battle. Also, really, really good. Probably the best Z card that they've printed in a long time. Probably since Red Vegeta, right? Broly, you know what he does. But we'll go over it. When this card will be played from your Z deck, instead of paying this card's energy cost and Z energy cost, you may place 1 unique green or non-unique green card from your battle area in your drop area and pay a 1 specified green and a Z energy cost instead. Which we've got a bunch of. You got the 1-drops. You've got Frieza. You've got the Gohan. I mean, you can even have that if you wish to. Yeah, we've got plenty of options for this guy. Alright, activate main. If you have 3 or more energy and you place 1 non-unique card from your battle area in your drop, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. And then once per turn, if you have 4 or more energy, when a battle card is placed in a drop, this card gets plus 5k power and double strike. So he is also your turn 4 kill monster guy. And the last card is Frieza. Double strike pairs also well with Cooler. Pop something into play. And it's a double strike. And it could potentially rip a card from your opponent's hand if you got enough Z energy for it. Which we should. We combo a lot with this deck. Alright. That is the deck profile for set 22. Videl. Bye.